What's up, guys? Jay Daniel here. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about self-governance. This is a really big topic. Not a lot of people talk about it, and it's probably I would say it's probably the number one thing when it comes to being able to hit that what I consider like next level of success. So by self-governance, I'm talking about the ability to literally have yourself do the things you need to do and organize them. So something that works really well for me is just having a checklist. Like literally just have a checklist for all the things that need to get done, and just make sure they get done by the end of the day, like no matter what. Um, there's a part of you that's going to say, well, this isn't that important. I don't have to do it now. You decided ahead of time that you were going to do it because it would help you basically accomplish what you want to accomplish. You got to make sure it gets done. So the more things that you can automate, delegate, or eliminate, the better. If there's things that you have to do, you got to make sure they get done. So, um, I am structuring a content plan right now. So, you guys are actually going to start to see me posting every single day regarding my fitness. So, I've been on a bit of a fitness transformation in the past couple of months, and I'm still going through it. And I decided, like, hey, let me just kind of document hitting some of the milestones that I have in mind, right? So, the milestones I have in mind are getting to a place where I'm able to do 50 pull-ups in one set. Uh, first goal is 25. First goal is 20 pull-ups. Second goal is 50 pull-ups. Then 100 push-ups in one set, or 50 push-ups in one set. Then 100 push-ups in one set. Then 100 squats in one set. 200 squats in one set. So all about mastering the body and the kind of physique that you're able to attain as a result of doing that, and the byproduct in which your other lifts are affected. So I'm structuring that out and I'm creating the plan for it. So that's going to be more systemized. That way I can just stick to the plan as opposed to having to make sure it gets done, make sure it gets done, and try to hit the checklist. Um, but things like that, where you can't systemize it and do it every day, the best system that I've found is literally just making a checklist. This has to get done. And all day, you're just looking at your checklist. Like, if your checklist gets done, cool, you can reward yourself. End of the day, go out, like for me, like play basketball, but like whatever, right? Just reward yourself if you're able to cross off everything on your checklist. But just live and breathe by the checklist and by the activities that need to be done to get to where you want to get to. I want to be a multi-millionaire. I want to have a certain quality of life, to show up every day in a certain way. So the way I'm going to do that is by crossing off everything on my checklist. That's what allowed me to basically grow this channel and get to where I've gotten to so far, working remotely, right? And so what's going to help me get to the next level is doing the checklists, right? And starting to add systems and scale, not just to, work from home, but for fitness, for fitness and health, right? For basically everything: fitness, health, personal development regarding like meditation, journaling, like all of the little things that are going to really move that lever. And also for content, right? Content, networking, everything needs a system. Everything needs a system, and everything that can't be added to a system needs a checklist. So I'm living by my calendar. And if it's not booked out on my calendar, it's on my checklist of actions to do throughout the day. This is what you do during the day, right? Like the day isn't the time to just, like, there's no time to be scrolling or going through videos, right, on YouTube, or like you can't waste time during the day because you have things to do. And if you don't have things that are directly booked, you can create a checklist. If you don't have a, if you want to work remotely, right, get a remote sales job and you don't have one during the day, it depends on how much your job allows this, right? But if you're on your job and you have any free time at all where you catch yourself on your phone, that free time needs to be dedicated towards doing very specific actions to get yourself in a position where you can work in a company, right? Where you can, right? If your goal is to work remotely, right? Um, if your goal is to be like a day trader, right? There's no excuse for in your free time where you're not directly doing something you're scheduled to do or you have to do. There's no excuse to be watching a random video again, or just doing things that are stimulating dopamine, right? You need to be doing things that are pushing you closer to that goal in that free time, and that's operating off of the checklist. So the checklist is not only essential, I would say, if you're not already doing it, just make it a mandatory. I'm operating and working from the checklist. There's always work to do. Your brain is going to talk you out of it and try to, because your brain and your subconscious is pushing for instant gratification, right? So what you do is you literally just start your day, not even start your day, just always have a checklist. The second there's nothing left on your checklist, just put more on it, put more on it, keep adding to your checklist and do everything on it. Always keep putting more. Don't wait till the next day, don't wait for a couple, no, always have more and more things on your checklist, right? And so if you always have more things on your checklist, you always have like things to do, right? And it's like you can schedule periods where you reward yourself, right? And so you're living by your schedule, you're still getting the reward, but now you're operating off of a baseline system for at a macro level how you can actually lead, control yourself, and govern yourself. Self governance, it's what's going to set you free, help you get to that next level, and help you transform. I'm doing it. If you're not already, you should try it too. Hope that helps.